Hello and welcome to Story Time with Mr. Ryan. Today we learn about Chef Roy Choi, a Korean-born American chef and one of the founders of the artisan food truck movement. Having worked in fancy restaurants serving wealthy people, Chef Roy discovered that good food doesn't need to be served in a fancy restaurant. It should be affordable and enjoyed by everyone. That's why Chef Roy brought Korean tastes and made them popular in Los Angeles as well as other cities around the United States. Today we read Chef Roy Choi and the Street Food Remix by Jacqueline Briggs Martin and June Jolie with illustrations by Man One. Let's hop on in. Chef Roy Choi can chop an onion in an instant, carve a mouse out of a mushroom. He's cooked in fancy restaurants for rock stars and royalty, but he'd rather cook on a truck. Roy calls himself a street cook. He wants outsiders, lowriders, kids, teens, shufflers, and skateboarders to have food cooked with care, with love, with Sohn maash. Roy Choi was born in Seoul, Korea. His family moved to Los Angeles when Roy was 2. Growing up, Roy loved his mom's food, made the Korean way, by hand, briny and tangy kimchi, spicy bibimbap, scallion pancakes studded with oysters. Her kimchi was so special, friends bought it from the trunk of her car. So popular, his parents opened a restaurant, Silver Garden. While Roy's parents were busy earning a living, he explored Los Angeles. Streets were his living room and his kitchen. He tried tamales, tacos, hot dogs, but nothing was tastier than his mom's cooking. To Roy, the family restaurant was the best good place. All day, Roy's mom and her crew chopped, mixed, and seasoned by hand. Roy loved the bustling kitchen, crowded with banchan, and at 3 p.m., everyone gathered at booth number 1 for dumpling time. Family together, making food, Roy's best good time. Neighborhoods changed. Restaurant closed. Parents' new jewelry business, big house in the burbs. But to Roy, life was not better. He didn't look like other kids, sing the same songs, or eat the same snacks. Where did he fit? Roy was all mixed up. When Roy finished school, he didn't know what to do. He walked the streets, found rough places. Worn out, he always came back home, where his mom helped him get strong with kimchi, rice, tofu stew. One day, as Roy watched a cooking show, he realized where he could fit. I saw myself in the kitchen. I saw myself at home. He went to cooking school and learned teamwork, knife work, sauce work. When he graduated, Roy took jobs at fancy places. He felt just right in his white chef's coat, running the kitchen crew, cooking for movie stars, cooking for 1,000 eaters a night. Roy was a success until he wasn't. Too tired, he couldn't cook fast enough for all those diners. He forgot recipes, lost his job. Where did Roy fit now? He didn't know. A street food remix. Then a friend said, let's open up a taco truck. Put Korean barbecue in a taco. What? Chefs cook in kitchens, not on trucks. But Roy said yes. He wanted to remix the tastes he loved on the streets that were his home. He used mad chef skills to build flavor and cooked with care, with Sohn maash, to create Los Angeles on a plate. Korean short ribs, crispy slaw, and corn tortillas with a squirt of Roy's awesome sauce. Roy and his friends rolled down the streets of L.A. in their Kogi barbecue truck, looking for hungry people. Move on, people said. Korean guys can't do tacos. Roy kept cooking inside the truck while his friends hustled outside, finding people to buy their tacos. And when they did, Kogi tacos tasted so good. Sweet, Tangy, so much savory. Eaters ordered more, took pictures to share with friends. Roy saw that Kogi food was like good music, bringing people together and making smiles. Strangers talked and laughed as they waited in line. Koreans with Latinos, kids with elders, taggers with geeks. Roy found his place, back on the streets feeding hungry people, cooking up joy. He was home. He was living his best good time. Kogi tacos made Roy famous. Kogi trucks showed people that fresh food, full of flavor, chopped, mixed, and seasoned by hand, didn't need fancy restaurants. Roy wanted to feed more people in his city. He opened cheerful cafes in worn-out neighborhoods. He taught kids to make and sell their own tasty treats. But that wasn't enough. He called on his chef friends to start cooking for everyone. Let's feed those we aren't reaching. Chef DP answered Roy's call. The two friends decided to open fast food spots in hungry neighborhoods to feed good food, create worthy jobs, and bring smiles. They tasted recipe for Foldies, Crunchies, Bergs, and bowls that kids could eat while skateboarding, exploring, or just hanging. They built the first local in Watts, LA, across from Florence Griffith Joyner Elementary School. Roy and DP wondered, would people care about soulful fast food? Food cooked with Sohn maash? Would they walk right past? On Local's first day, the line of people wrapped around the corner, all waiting to try tasty food in a new, best good place. Roy said, I feel like crying, laughing, hugging people. We are here. Roy Choi wants to build more locals, remix neighborhoods everywhere with hope, mad cooking skills, and fresh ingredients. Feed goodness to the world. But sometimes he worries. Can it work? We can help Roy. Be part of the crew. Street folks, kids, moms, dads, skateboarders, singers, and sillies. Mix new dishes. Share all we can. Cook with Sohn maash. Cook with love. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for this wonderful story time. I hope this story inspired you, perhaps, to try some new foods. Every culture has all sorts of different foods and flavors that they enjoy, and I think it's important to sample a little bit from every culture. That way, we get a nice, rounded edge on our world. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm Mr. Ryan. I loved reading this story for you. Please feel free to check out my other stories on this channel, and if you're looking for fun activities you can do from home, go ahead and check out veronalibrary.org/children. Until next time, I'll be seeing you. Bye-bye.